Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the Coach Smook Morning Show, where we're going to talk some Alabama football talk this morning. Listen, welcome in, everybody. Yeah. Welcome in. Good to see everybody. Appreciate y'all for tapping in over here on YouTube. I see y'all. Let me fix my... Y'all, the hair is growing. Look, I really got to be like cognizant of where my hair is. What's good, everybody? Good to see y'all this morning over here on YouTube. Hey, listen. Y'all know YouTube is where it all began, for real, for the Coach Smook Morning Show. Hold up, y'all. Why my lips look so? Don't be having me out here looking. I got coffee and honey buns. I ain't ate no chicken this morning. I'm over here looking like I just ate a whole chicken, fried chicken. Nah, we got coffee and honey bun. We did our workout this morning though. It felt good. Shout out to the whole squad, man. Jason Jackson, what's good? Good morning, Roll Tide. Greg, Roll Tide, my brother. Urban Essence, what's good, sis? Tevin, good morning, Roll Tide. Sully, what's good? Top of the morning. Good morning, everybody. That's everybody on YouTube, man. What's everybody on TikTok doing? Antonio, I see you tapping that screen already. I see you over there. Okay, good morning. Jim, I see you. Nick, over there on TikTok. Y'all tapping in early. Listen, I did not plan on going live. CJ, I see you on Instagram. I see you. I did not plan on going live this morning, but I just, when things start coming out and I start hearing things develop, I want to talk about it, because a lot of times it's stuff that we've kind of already discussed amongst our community here on the Coach Smook Network and the AAA family. And when these things start coming out through mainstream media, I just want everybody to remember, like, I feel like we're in tune with the coaching staff. I think we're so in tune with the coaching staff and the mentality of this new era of college football And a lot of people that we butt heads with they're so Sabanized that they don't believe that Alabama would ever think that way, or they don't believe an Alabama football program would ever win like this or ever consider it. So I like to be in that space when we see things develop that we've already been talking about. So we're going to dive into a few of those things, addressing some conversations around the injuries, what the options look like, right, going into this week 1 prep versus Florida State. And then the running back, of course, we got to talk running back rotation with Jam Miller being out. But we're going to look at it from a different perspective. How does it look in this game? How does it look personnel-wise? What are some things that we're looking to hear coming from today's practice? As you all know, Alabama football gets back to practice this morning. Actually, practice should be beginning in about an hour. They should be tipping off of practice. So getting back into the swing of things, really starting that week 1 prep for Florida State. Going to be able to talk with media availability for Coach Grubb and some of the offensive players. Expect Ty Simpson to be one of those players. Pretty sure they're going to have one of the wide receivers representing and the offensive lineman for sure. And I think Josh Cuevas, maybe out of the tight end room, either Josh Cuevas or Brody Dalton, who's been making a few waves in his performance over the last couple practices and especially the first scrimmage, he really popped onto the scene. So going to see some representation from the offensive side of the ball today for media availability. But what's up, Russell? Hey, Smook, how are you? Sorry I keep missing your lives. Been busy. Hey, Russell, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Don't be apologizing for missing those shows. I appreciate the support. I see you tap in post live, man. It's good to see you, man. Good to see you in the live. Good to see everybody in the live chat. We got 17 in the chat on YouTube, 9 likes already. Hey, continue to run the likes up. Y'all have been crushing the like goals. If you're watching this post live, thank you for coming in and hitting that thumbs up button. It has done nothing but help this channel gain exposure. As you all saw, we got over that 3.3K. We crossed over into 3.3K. Give it up for yourselves. That's all y'all, like, for real. That's the whole fam doing what they do to help us grow, man. So I really appreciate that. But we got bigger fish to fry. We're trying to get 5K. 5K by kickoff, man. 5K. And a lot of people don't think it's possible, but I still think it's possible. Because we got a lot of things that we're covering and a lot of news that we've been breaking. Somebody gonna catch wind. Somebody gonna be like, hey, oh my goodness, tap in with Coach Smook, wherever Coach Smook at, whether that's Alabama at the Voice of College Football, whether that's here at the Coach Smook Network, whether that's collabing with, like, we know we work hard to get where we at, y'all. And we not halfway done. So just imagine what it's gonna look like when we feel like we done did enough to get where we feel a little comfortable. And I don't get comfortable easy. So let's get it, y'all. Let's get it, Coach Smook family. Let's get it, AAA family. Let's do this, man. Continue to grow. But we're going to dive into these conversations today. We're here at the 12-minute mark, and we just want to kind of go ahead and ease into this. But if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget, check out the merch. We have our merch that's available. Shout out to Britt for the heart me right there on TikTok. And then also, Antonio, man, appreciate you for the gifts, man. If you all haven't noticed, we do have co-sponsors on this month's stream. Let me see where the banner's at. I don't have my producer, my primary producer, in the back right now, and the secondary is in the chat moderating when she's supposed to be in the studio learning how to do this stuff. But we ain't gonna talk about it. I ain't even saying no names. I'm gonna just do the work. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and what's funny, this person just so happened to be a co-sponsor on this month's stream. Look at it. Look at you with your AAA emojis over there in the TikTok chat. Jump on this link for me, ma'am. Where's your laptop at? I need help. Rondo, what's good, brother? Good to see you, man. Hey, listen, they messed up, man. They messed up. I'm semi-spoiled now because I got so much. My team is quality. Like, you won't find a better team than what we got here at the Coach Smook Network right now. And this is just the beginning stages. So I could just imagine what I'm going to be acting like, a year from now when this thing is like really running itself. Yeah. So that's what happens when you have quality people surrounding you that, they don't look at this as an obligation. Everybody looks at this as an opportunity and a blessing to be able to collab and do what we do to present the type of product that we put out for you all, man. And you as the subscribers, you as the followers, you as the community, you all really make this what it is, man. Without y'all, we don't have any of this energy, right? We don't have any of this type of word of mouth. It doesn't get out without you all. So thank y'all for supporting and showing up. As always, man, 100%. I'm here for y'all, just like y'all here for me. But let's get into this conversation today. Let's talk about it. Alabama football. We got options, baby. Everybody keep your head up. Don't let the naysayers and all this other stuff. They want to take any and everything about Bama, right? And they gonna make it as if it's the end of the world. But we all know what it is. And so today we're gonna talk about our options here on the Coach Smook Network. Y'all ready to get into the conversation? Go ahead. Somebody say it. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's do it, y'all. I'm ready.
You're talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips?
The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
Not going to take us a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
All right, let's get it. Let's talk about it. I'm ready to do it. Are you ready to do it? Let's go, baby. Here on the Coach Smook Morning Show, y'all. I'm ready to talk about some fun stuff. You know what I'm saying? And this is fun to me because I like to prove the naysayers wrong. I love, if you're a Bama Nation, if you love Alabama football, you know that we come every season. You know, ever since I want to say 2018, 2019, even after we won it in 2020, we still didn't get the respect because they said it COVID, all this stuff. But as a Bama fan, it just does something when you're able to speak on something, right, about your team, about your squad. You speak on it and you put it out there in the atmosphere and you start to see it transpire. I think that's where I'm at right now with Bama football, not just from a fan's perspective, but I'm talking about schematically, man. I think this system is developing to the point right now that this staff has never seen this much talent available to them. You know, maybe at Washington, if you lose Dylan Johnson that year that Washington went to the national championship, if you lose Dylan Johnson to an injury, kind of like what Jan Miller is experiencing right now, you don't see Kalen DeBoer and this staff approaching the season kind of like they're able to do right now. Talent depth is real at the University of Alabama, and that doesn't say anything to what was happening at Washington, but I don't think you saw Dylan Johnson with 70% of the carries for no reason. You know, they were young in that running back room behind him, and during the fall camp, nobody could prove that they were even, you know, capable of impacting the offense in a positive or in positive consistency. You know what I'm saying? So we'll dive into that conversation right now. Running back rotation right now, I think this staff, if anything, this staff is more confident in the player availability with some of the assets you have. And we talked about the running back room before here on the Coach Smook Network. And I really think right now, and I continue to talk about this young man even before the Jan Miller injury, Richard Young, man. Richard Young, I truly believe it is Richard Young time. I don't think he's necessarily going to be the starter, but I think with the carries, the load that he's given, it will be the most impactful. That will generally, I think by week 3, he'll be RB1, set up to, you know, phase Jan Miller back into the scheme. And I'm talking about because of his patience. And I think with him getting lean, you know, getting that frame together and really showcasing his agility this last scrimmage, man, his elusiveness was really put on display in scrimmage number 2. I mean, all carries were positive from him. So I look for him to make some big impact plays. We got to remember, Richard Young was the number 2 back behind Justice Haynes in front of Cedric Baxter. I think he was either number 2 or number 3. They were all in the same recruiting class. And this is a guy that, you know, you take away the injury in his freshman year, we probably don't see Justice Haynes get the opportunities he was getting, right? He was really trending that far. I mean, that at that trend And as far as his development at the running back position, since he's been at Alabama, of course, injuries always something that can slow a running back down. But to me, doesn't look like he's lost a step. Actually, I feel like he's gained a step since being back from injury. Put me in the game, Coach Smook. I got you, brother. Zach, what's good? Good morning, man. I can't wait to see Daniel Hill, 244 pounds. You ain't going to want to tackle him in the third and fourth quarter. I was just about to go to that. So we're talking about Richard Young being the lead back, but I really think the opportunity is here for none other than the youngin Daniel Hill. I saw him last year, probably the best hands out of the backfield, and I'm being honest. Behind Jam Miller, Daniel Hill has the most consistent and probably the softest hands out of the backfield. And it's crazy that the biggest guy in the backfield will produce that for you. His ability to be effective in the pass game with his pass protection. That's something that I saw in the scrimmage that I can tell has been a focal point for this running back room. The pass pro from the running back room is on a different level. And it might just be because of repetition against, the Alabama ones on defense or the Alabama twos, whatever you kind of built some type of repetition and tendencies right at this point in fall camp. But I think just based off the mechanics, the consistency in the mechanics in the running back room as far as pass pro, I think we're in a good position with pass pro. That was a question actually asked by one of the viewers yesterday during the live. So I think we're in a good position. Shout out to Chief. What's up, Chief? Roll Tide in the chat, man. You ready to talk some Bama football this morning? We got it for you. We're talking this running back rotation. So I really think the pecking order right now, I think, is Richard Young, Dre Washington, right? And we're going to talk about Dre Washington here in a second. But I think Daniel Hill being the spell back, he'll get like 25% carry of the carries in these first 3 weeks. And with his skill set, man, 25% of carries leads to, maybe 20% of snaps in pass game. So that can be anywhere up to 20 to 25 snaps a game for the third back in the rotation, right? And that's impactful opportunities. You're talking about checkdowns, you're talking about handoffs, you're talking about like schemed up passing concepts out of the backfield, screens. All of this can happen because of the versatility of your skill set. So what's Hill's speed and agility like? I think it could be very comparable to what we got from that deceptive top end speed that you get from Najee Harris, right? And the same I could say as far as his elusiveness. Not as elusive and agile as Eddie Lacy, but more so Najee Harris is either through you or over you. We know Najee Harris could stick his foot in the ground and really change directions. His change of direction speed was, second to none during his time at Alabama. And he was a sizable running back too, just had longer limbs. I think you get the same skill set similarities. I don't think as far as explosiveness, I don't think he's as explosive as Najee Harris, but that agility and that speed, you can see that similar type comparison there. But more so, I like I said, his running style to me reminds me so much of Alvin Kamara when he gets behind his pads, and he does. Daniel Hill gets behind his pads. We got some good running backs to hold it down until Jam return from injury. And that's the point we're making with identifying some of these guys. So we talk about Richard Young. I just got done talking about Daniel Hill. Next up, I'm telling you, this is the surprise for me. I'm glad that and we said this, you never know what can happen in the SEC. Is never a thing to have too many running backs. But a lot of people keep talking about Dre Washington. I think the surprise to me is going to be freshman running back AK Deer. Had a lot of highlight opportunities, moments in this second scrimmage where he may have put one or two defenders on skates, or something may have happened, but he made a pretty solid block in pass pro, man. Had a pretty solid block in pass pro, showing his willingness to get his hat in there and really be square in pass pro is huge as a true freshman. You talking about wanting to get on the field for Coach Gillespie? Get locked in pass pro. You'll find yourself in the game a lot more than you would think. You better ask Damian Harris. He found out quick You know, found out quick. Pass pro will get you a lot of opportunities. And if you want to be honest, that's what kept him in the driver's seat. Once he became the starter, you got to think he was there with Jacobs and Najee Harris. So to keep that responsibility, he had to, if you think about it, he has the best pass protection at the running back position out of those three. So I love it. What's up, DJ? Good to see you in the chat, man. Roll Tide, and no problem, Dino. We appreciate you, man, for being here chatting it up. Y'all continue to run the likes up in the chat, man, on each platform. I see y'all on each side. TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. Continue to run the likes up on the stream. We have 17 likes on YouTube. Let's go ahead and hit that 25 like mark. I want to do banners. Rick, are you able to jump in the studio? I want to do banners because we talking running back rotation. I don't want this is just to be like the Coach Smook morning show. So I said AK Deer. I like the elusiveness. I like his. I really think there might be an opportunity for AK Deer to be utilized in a lot of those 5 wide situations where you have the running back maybe in the slot or, you know, lined up on the perimeter and put them in orbit motion type situations. What's up, big homie? I see you over there on TikTok, man. Hold on, y'all. Somebody trying to somebody just reported me on TikTok for some reason. You got haters, but we good. TikTok, we good. Appreciate the big GGs over there, big homie, on TikTok, man. Y'all give it up for them in the chat. We got to make sure we celebrate all our gifts, man. Appreciate every gift on TikTok, every donation, every super chat. We appreciate you here on the Coach Smook Morning Show. Back to the conversation though. Last running back in this rotation, I feel like is going to be able to benefit from Jam Miller being out these first 4 weeks. And I think even it'll bleed into week 5 more so than anything, because you want Jam Miller to be 100% for the gauntlet of the schedule where you see like late October, you start to see Vanderbilt, Tennessee, LSU, South Carolina, all of those teams in that gauntlet of your schedule. And we're going to need his experience. We're going to need his skill set to be at 100%. So phasing them back in, I think you're still going to see opportunities for guys like Dre Washington, who may end up emerging as RB number 2 behind Richard Young and making Daniel Hill your spell back. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I wouldn't be opposed to that. Dre Washington is a smaller frame, you know, more so of like your downhill, versatile bowling ball type back. Hands out the backfield are solid. And that's going to be something that you're going to see put on display in this offense this season. Ryan Grubb likes to get his running backs out into the swing concepts and out of the backfield. A lot of Texas releases, a lot of A routes coming from the backfield. Just a lot of flat attacking type concepts from the backfield when you're dropping the quarterback back or running them off play action, making the conflict on the strong safety overhang or the linebackers out in those areas. So, and giving the quarterback a clear window. Anytime you have every phase of the defense being attacked, something's going to fall off. And the quarterback understanding what his keys are based off where the defense alignment is, not where his receivers are going, lets him know what his decision should be based off the play call. So guys like Dre Washington and his experience in the collegiate game coming into the Alabama system and really picking up fast, especially this past scrimmage, was able to showcase some explosive running ability. Went against the twos, was able to protect the ball, can really take a hit. I told you all this defense, first and second team defense, was extremely physical on all fronts, first, second, and third level. Extremely physical throughout the scrimmage. And it's no surprise that we had an injury, but you don't wish it. But at the same time, you're glad that everybody's flying around. And at the same time, you can tell that with the tackling, it wasn't dirty tackling. You know, you're talking about solid form tackling being on display. Guys like Dre Washington able to provide that depth and provide their same running style to help not only help the offense, but to help the defense. This is what you're going to get out of Dre. A senior veteran guy who's going to get a lot of opportunities at practice to showcase that has that veteran presence because he's learning the system. So if he's producing in the small roles that he is at this veteran stage, Why not give them more opportunities? So this running back pecking order, I think we're in a good position right now. Alabama Nation, I think we're good. Let's talk about the offensive line here. I don't have a lot of graphics for the offensive line, but we can get some uploaded. Now that I got some help in the bike, what's up, Britt? I see you back there. Y'all give it up. Britt jumping back there on the ones and twos. She had to go wake up. I had to go wake up. I didn't let them know that I was gonna be live though, y'all. So it ain't their fault. So y'all take it easy on them. Yeah, so it's time to party, y'all. Before we get into this next segment, y'all, we coming up on the 30-minute mark. I want y'all to take an opportunity to become a member of the AAA family, for real. I know I keep running this commercial like it's a commercial, but this is a brand now. We've partnered with a lot of people, and they want us to continue to spread the word. We actually have new members that probably never ever going to be able to watch the show live, but we literally had people partnering with Coach Smook Network this past weekend while we were on campus, becoming members of the AAA family. I didn't know that they were joining the membership program. I thought they were just subscribing to the channel, but literally haven't seen them comment on anything yet, but we have new members. So shout out to all the new members on the Coach Smook Network. If you want to become a member of the Coach Smook Network and become a part of the AAA family, this is how you do so, by checking out this video and checking out the links in the description. Here you go.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Better go subscribe. You do roll with the tide. I'm down in the gun with Coach Smook. Through the game, roll tide, roll tide. Better go subscribe. TikTok.
Hey, chat. Hold on, y'all. I told y'all I was spoiled, right? I told y'all I was spoiled, right? So why Mary J just pulled up in the back too, y'all? I got Mary J and Brittany. I'm spoiled, man. I'm spoiled, chat. I got a fire team. I ain't even ashamed of it. I'm like, look, that's how I am with like all the women in my family. Like, I'm spoiled, man. I'm a mama's boy. My sister, I get on her nerves. Both of my sisters, I get on their nerves. But if I call them right now, they're gonna drop everything they doing. They're gonna go check on their Smook. You know, my aunties. I got a special way with my auntie on my dad's side, my uncles, my in-laws on that side, the family. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. What's up? I think Dre might start. You think so? I don't think so. I have strong reason to believe Richard Young is the starter. Big Tennessee fan here, not the LOL one. Hey, this Chappelle. What's up, man? What's up, Chappelle? Welcome into the chat, bro. Look, man, listen, I met some more Tennessee fans this weekend. Shout out to Metal Creations. That's what their name was, Metal Creations. I'm going to show y'all their page on the next show. But very great family, man. As a matter of fact, I think I have the clips ready to be posted on the shorts. Oh, yeah, make sure y'all get ready to check all the shorts and stuff out this week. What is the deal with does it look like I'm lagging a little bit? It looks like I'm lagging a little bit. Y'all like the backdrop being back, y'all? Come on, y'all. Don't it look like we really in the studio? Tell the truth, man. Come on. Hey, look. Mary J. I did. And that's what I'm saying. I take full responsibility for not having my producers in the back. You know, I take full responsibility. But I truly appreciate you all's dedication to making sure that this thing flies and continues to grow. My plan is to only be here for another 18 to 17 to 18 minutes. So this show was not supposed to be as live and interactive as it is now, but because of y'all, it is. Thank you all. I love y'all. Mary J and Britt, y'all give it up for me. Hey, my team lit, man. Not just them. Zach, Jordan's in band camp and comes in and does what he do to support the Coach Smook Network. So let me fix that, Mary J. I'll get it off this. There it is. I got it. You had it right. She probably like, why is it not working? I know I did the spacing right. Mary J is very meticulous like that, y'all. She borderline OCD when it comes to this stuff. So I'm glad that the lighting looks decent. Oh, y'all. Shout out to your boy. What'd that say? Certified personal trainer. What you mean? Yeah. What you mean? You need help? Need me to talk to you? To recenter and refocus? Yeah, I got you. I can help you out. You know, certified. Certificates, you know what I'm saying? Paperwork. We solid, man. I'm grateful. Nah, you good, Britt. You are good. Listen, this is the squad. Hey, speaking of the team, shout out to the cameraman, the bitch, man. I'm telling y'all, these shorts and edits we about to post today, all the clips from this Saturday, it was Rico's work. And then, of course, don't forget to check out the merch, y'all. If y'all haven't checked out the merch, y'all missing out for real. This is the time to order that. I told y'all from now until August 30th, we got the discount, 25% off your order. I mean, each item, not just the order, but each item. And if you have not seen the updated merch, man, very simple and catchy layouts, different designs, man. We got the Scoop Boogie t-shirts that's ready out there. Let me get old Big Dre out the way real quick, and let's get Scoop Boogie them on the stage. What happened? Before presenting the screen, we got to remove Wilkin. Big Wilkin. We're going to be talking about the offensive line here in a minute. So Scoop Boogie put me in the game, coach.
We beg for likes hoodies, the Coach Smook Network hoodies. I think this is the one with the we beg for likes. That's the gray one. We beg for likes on the back, zip up hoodie, with the Coach Smook Network emblem on the top, and then on the front, my fault, the logo right there. And then we still got caps available down here. Well, it's actually Crimson, the Put Me in the Game, Ready to Play t-shirts. We got the caps still available, the AAA logos. Like I said, multiple colors in those, man. I think the pink ones are going to sell once we get to Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I'm going to try to see if we'll be eligible for another discount, a discount series so that we can see the sales go up in that, just to get the network name out. And we still got some of the limited edition. I got to get rid of this one because we had an old supporter. He came up with that one. And I think only 2 of them have sold. Bad idea. And of course, the original AAA hoodies, all these still available. The pullovers, all of this stuff, red letter, white letter lineup still available. Hey, and my sister, she actually has one of these, y'all. And they look so fire. I'm not gonna lie. The network seal, this is they're pretty hot. And then the quarter zip, she has one of them too. So definitely got to get y'all out there. And then the onesies for the babies. We got kid apparel. When they bring out more items, we're going to add more kid apparel. Don't forget the official logo. Official, yeah. What's up, Falcon fan? Forever good to see you in the chat, brother. Roll Tide. Look, I know you're a Georgia fan, but appreciate the support. Yeah, appreciate the support, man. And what you got going on today, man? We ain't talking Georgia right now. We're going to have some Georgia talk hopefully later on. Oh, yeah. Last announcement before I get back into the conversation for the last 15 minutes of the show. If y'all have not seen it, man, let me go to it. If y'all have not seen it, myself and my sister Flaw Sports, we have a feature together. And she did her top 25 ranking, preseason top 25, and she released them day by day. You know, 1st of October she did her number 25, and then every day. So ours came out yesterday. Ours came out yesterday. Nice little fire video with Ryan Williams. I see that. Okay. Here we go. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Check this out, chat. Let me see if I can get this up on the screen here. And make sure y'all go check it out. Go subscribe to her channel. She's got some quality content over there, y'all. Y'all know I wouldn't be promoting it unless. And I was actually basically a fan of her channel before it even got there. So she's pushing up on that 3K subscriber mark. Let's go help her out by subscribing to the channel. Let me get this up here on the screen for them, Mary J. I'm gonna pull this up real quick, and let me move to the bike. All right, check this out, y'all. This is a little vibe we had the other day. I mean, not the other day, last month sometime, before I even went to UHP. But check this out.
I love it. Like one time I did one, it was like 15 seconds. I'm like, that's too long. 5 minutes to the point. I love it. And for editing purposes, it's easy for me. So welcome back, everyone, to my series where I'm talking to 25 college football teams that I am ranking and my top 25 whenever I do my list. Now, the way that I'm going to release this series is going to be in the order of how my top 25 ranks. So the 25th team is going to release on August 1st. And then we're just going to continue it on down until the first place team releases on August 25th. And then that leads us right to football. So this is basically like a countdown with Flawed.
So I'm not going to watch it all, but just go check this out, man. Go check out her page. She got some quality content. Like I said, I'm actually already subscribed to her channel, and I go and check out to see where she has posted content all the time. As a matter of fact, make sure all my notifications is back on because YouTube has been doing that with all of my creators. But yeah. Red Nose, okay. Red Nose, appreciate you. Look, I always gotta check comments. I be scared to look at comments, man, cause I be ready to. Well, y'all, I'm gonna share the link to the the channel, not just the channel, but the I lost the page. Hold on, chat. I told y'all I need another screen. Y'all think I'm lying. I do need another screen. Here we go. Here go the link in the chat, y'all. Once you click on that link right here, it'll take you to the video. But while you're at the video, you can definitely subscribe to the page, to the channel. Y'all help my sister Really Flawed over there on YouTube. Get her to that 3K, man. She really be grinding, y'all. She got a full-time job. She's an entrepreneur also, and then she does this content. A female voice that knows the game of college football, knows the game of football, does NFL coverage. Really solid in what she does in her delivery and things. So I'm rocking with her. Y'all should too. If you don't, you suck. I don't care. I said it. You suck. If you don't rock with her, you suck. She's pretty good. Very good. Almost, I mean, made me go back to the drawing board and put it out there. Like, for real, man. And she's not one of them females that's, I feel. No, she bring numbers to the game. She know the game. And for the ladies out there that's looking for a voice to really get behind and give you a little bit more confidence and speak, talking about sports on this platforms and stuff, she's somebody to connect with. And I'm glad that I met her now, because I give it maybe a year, 2 years before somebody really finds her and she's on the main stages. Like, she's going to ascend through this industry. Her and another young lady that covers Alabama football, Jaisha Nance. If y'all haven't seen her or heard her asking questions at the media availability, you better get on there now. Like, you better learn her name now. She's another solid personality in this industry, particularly covering Alabama football. I think she does some other stuff for, I believe, A&M. I can't remember. It's another school she works for, but or does coverage for. But she's actually an Alabama student. And I plan to have them both on the channel next week for our kickoff week prep, and then also to come back as guest personalities, because I just love quality content creators across all platforms. I love quality. I don't like that old regurgitated same platform, same people talking about the same stuff, repeating each other. I'm over that. So shout out to the 23 likes over there on YouTube. Thank you for supporting. And continue to tap the screen on TikTok. Let's get back into the conversation. Let's continue to talk about Alabama football and the rotation, the depth. We got some injuries that we got to see covered down. We talked about the running back room. Let's talk about the offensive line, though. I don't think the Jaden Roberts injury, I don't think the protocol being held with Jaden Roberts is something to worry about. But because of the nature and when it happened, you always have to be cognizant of it, right? And I think right now, if there is a confidence in any area of the offensive line, I think it's the guard rotation. You got Geno Vandermark, Cam Dewberry, Rock Montgomery, Olis Allen. You got guys. You got Michael Carroll that could slide in, the true freshman. You got Casey Poe in that rotation. So I think you got enough guys in the guard room that you're confident with. You got Will Sanders that could slide inside. But I look at the rotation at the tackle position, and I think the key is to keeping Caden Proctor, Wilkin Formby healthy. That's going to be the key to this offensive line really being on point and developing at the pace and rate that they need to develop at. Now, I'm not saying that we don't have options there, but I think because of the options there, how young this staff is going behind Formby and behind Proctor, you have to be cognizant of what you're doing on the interior. So expect a lot of shuffling this week, especially with this week being the last possible week to kind of evaluate depth purposes. Expect this staff to go ahead and name a starting lineup or basically your first six. And it's kind of been consistent with, Cam Dewberry being the first offensive lineman off the bench, going to that guard position. And Geno Vandermark has solidified himself. I truly believe he solidified himself in the starting role at the left guard position. So just the continuity that he's been able to build with Parker Barrows for now, and Jaden Roberts being on at the other guard, the interior being so in tune, and then having that connection with Caden Proctor now, lining up to him for some time. You got to think that
the staff wants to go with that chemistry, that continuity there. But I do believe Cam Dewberry continues to increase his impact. And at some point in time, he'll be the first guy out there at left guard. His skill set just matches what you want in the scheme. His size is there. He and Jaden Roberts play similar in their aggressive nature in the run game. I think Geno Vandermark is solid across the board with all interior mechanics. But as far as the aggressive nature you want on the interior run game, you're going to get it with Cam Dewberry. Now, another name that we got to start looking at now that they're starting to develop, especially because they're in shape, Arkel Anguam. Played a lot of second, third team reps this scrimmage. Look good. Look like he's in shape. Rock Montgomery is a name that I truly believe finally with some of the things that's happening in the offensive line and how much depth we're utilizing, we're going to see him in some more impactful moments this season. And I think you'd suffer another injury. He's the first guy up that you're saying, okay, let's finally get some. We're going to have to run the ball more. We're going to have to get more into our quick set. So let's go ahead and get this group of personnel, run blocking specialists, quote unquote, or that's their strengths, the run blocking. So I think we gotta put where our depth. You got to utilize it this season, especially at the offensive line. But to hear the growth happening with Wilkin Formby at that right tackle position, then you got Michael Carroll getting some snaps out there. You got Olis Alanin getting tackle snaps. It's just a lot of extensive, versatile guys across the offensive line. You just want to see some solidification. You want to see some solidarity or whatever you want to call it. Want to be sure about what the first six looks like, especially with Jaden Roberts in protocol. So hopefully today, post-practice report, we'll be able to receive some insight on that. Ryan Grubb is available today, and we should expect at least one offensive lineman to be available today. Usually it's going to be somebody like Wilkin Formby or Parker Brailsford. Maybe they get Caden Proctor. He don't really do much do the media, but maybe they pull Caden Proctor. And then I think you'll see a wide receiver out there representing. Maybe Dre Washington and Richard Young, both running backs coming out, and then the quarterback, Ty Simpson, being able to come out and speak to the team. So we should be able to do that today and get y'all all of that footage. Hopefully we're able to get, hey, listen, it's still 8:55. We got about 5 minutes left on the show, on the live segment. Thanks for the 26 likes in the stream. Hey, y'all, appreciate y'all for helping us hit our 25 like goal once again. Y'all just don't know that means more to me than the gifts and all of that. The likes is where it's at. If you in the chat right now, you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please do so. Please do so. Yes, we beg for likes. It's okay. Somebody got to beg for something. If we're going to beg for something, we're going to beg for likes. Appreciate y'all for the likes on the stream, though. 100%, y'all. Britt, what's good, girl? Hey, we acting up over there on TikTok, too, man. I see y'all putting up numbers over there. Continue to tap that screen. Wheezy, what's good? Appreciate you, family, for tapping that screen for your brother. Hey, so get into the conversation on the other side of the ball. James Smith being injured, right? James Smith working back from injury, and it's not anything that's going to keep him out of the game. I want us to realize that it's just a lingering injury where you don't want him to injure himself any much more than what he already has, right? I look at it, man, I'm telling you, there is the interior of this defensive line, the rotational depth there, the guys in that room is different. It's different. And I know y'all see Justin Jefferson and Dre right there, but I want y'all to look at Big 92. That there is Jeremiah Beeman. Now, Justin Jefferson is 6'1", like 215, 220 right now, 225. Dre Kirkpatrick, 6 foot, 6'1". Look how big Jeremiah's arms are, bro. And this is a guy on the defensive line, can play the tackle, can play the bandit. He can play nose tackle for you. Like literally every interior technique you want, all the way out to that true 5, 6, even shading outside on the 6. Like you can really see the versatility of this defensive line just by evaluating Jeremiah Beeman, because he's the bigger of the skill sets as far as his anatomical makeup. He's
one of the biggest offensive linemen on roster. I mean, defensive linemen on roster. He, Steve, and Boomer. I think they're the only true 300 pounders right there on the D line. The true 300s, meaning that they're sticking around that 310, 315 range. I don't even think Tim Keenan's over 300 anymore. I think he's like 285, 290, right? Which is good for him at his height. You look at Tim Keenan, the side figure, those type of builds, they're shorter. You want them to be able to be as mobile as possible without losing too much. And they are hard to move. Low to the ground, hard to move. And they can move. So defensive line rotation, I think is probably in the best shape. James Smith is your other 300 pounder at that D line, and I don't even think he's at 300 pounds anymore. I think he dropped under right at 295, 290. But those big frames, those big long frames, 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", those big frames in the interior that can move like defensive ends. That's what makes this rotation dangerous. And Jordan Renard is somebody that I want everybody to just pay attention to. Number 11 when he's on the field for the defense. Just pay attention to him for like 2 or 3 series and see what type of disruption he creates in the scrimmage. I know the edge rush gets a lot of love in a lot of these scrimmages because of quarterback pressures, but I wish there was film to show you all how disruptive the interior of the defense is when it's time to get pressure on the quarterback and to suffocate the pocket. Guys like Jordan Renard, guys like Edric Hill. Edric Hill is 94 is another one, y'all. There you go. Edric Hill is another one. Can really be disruptive. And when he's lined up over or lined up splitting your tackle and your guard, when we see that type of front with him and maybe Steve and Boomer to the interior, to the inside of him, that I truly believe that's going to be a disruptive play on the interior. You might not want to try to run it up the middle. And the linebackers, I feel like, are a lot more confident being able to see a lot, the understand the concept and why they're attacking a certain gap and why the timing matters, right? And why they're looking for keys when they're attacking these gaps. Like, I think the better understanding that, we'll see a lot better production from our run defense. I know we had a caller call in and said they want to see better production in the run defense. I think that fixes it when you have defensive linemen like the rotation we have. So James Smith is another one of those injuries where I'm like, okay, just like Jan Miller, it's probably good that he has to phase back into this thing, because now you're giving guys with, so much talent and opportunity. You're giving them an opportunity to display that and just create more depth. So when a guy like James Smith comes back, you're not overworking him. 35 snaps max for James Smith is perfect for a defensive lineman of his caliber. Keep him fresh, man. You know how far that goes late in the season when you can keep a guy like James Smith, Tim Keenan, keep them to 40 or less snaps in the game, right? And your defense is running a total of what, 60 snaps, 65 snaps. You're able to get on the field, get off the field, create turnovers. Your D line is fresh when it comes to the playoffs, and you see a lot of different. That's when you see the real incline level of play calling and mismatch making ability displayed. And when you got fresh legs, man, that's why Michigan was able to do such a great job, 2 years ago? And then Ohio State, same thing. That defensive line had a nice rotation. That's why I'm telling you, Texas is in trouble week 1, and I think that wakes them up. But that's a whole nother conversation. So that's probably the topic of conversation. That's the topic of conversation today. Those 3 areas where we saw a lot of key injuries happen over the weekend, or that we've been reporting on these injuries affecting that. I think the rotation is good. We highlighted some names at each position, talked about the 4 running backs that I truly believe will be able to impact the game, immediately impact the game. AK Deer is the surprise to look for. Daniel Hill, I believe, is really going to solidify his versatility, right? I think Dre Washington is here to do a job, and he's capable of doing that. But I think Richard Young, it is your time. I truly believe it is his time. The way this offense has been schemed up, this is a Richard Young type offense. And if he doesn't press too much or doesn't get overthinking, he's going to be solid. And then stay healthy. Practice kicking off here in about 30 minutes. So we'll have some news to report. We'll be getting our reports. But other than that, y'all, appreciate y'all for tapping in once again.
Don't forget to check out the merch. Don't think twice about becoming a member on the YouTube channel. And y'all, if you really support and you're just not a YouTube person, still become a member on the YouTube channel. That's how we do our drawings, right? When we do drawings and giveaways, we draw from our YouTube membership. I know it sounds weird, but that's the primary channel that's like structured for us to be a legit business. So that's why we run a lot of everything through there. So when you're supporting, everything usually just runs through YouTube. So we appreciate all the gifts and everything on TikTok. But remember, if you want to be a AAA member, gotta join on YouTube. And then we got my guy Antonio, man, been supporting on TikTok. I think we're gonna pick up our subscriptions on TikTok again. Shout out to the 29 likes in the chat on YouTube. Y'all continue to run the likes up. We're gonna hit 30 before I get up off of here. But today, Tuesday, we have post-practice report. We'll be doing that post-practice after we get our reports and our intel from practice. And then after that, we'll go ahead and jump on NCAA, get some gaming in today. I kind of missed the game. I want to be able to play the game, but I got a lot of editing to do. So we'll see what time we're going to do that. Today's Tuesday, and we have Alabama Prime Time live at 6:30 p.m. over on Alabama at the Voice of College Football. I will be dual streaming it to this channel. So if you tap in on this side, make sure you jump over to that channel too, and make sure you subscribe to Alabama at the Voice of College Football. Make sure y'all support us over there. We're growing over there, almost at that 3K mark over there. So we're pushing. And then for the rest of the week, I will be putting out an announcement this weekend with our schedule. It'll be pinned to the front of the YouTube channel, but also it'll be one of those videos that you can see on all the main pages of our social medias. That's Coach Smook on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook. And that's it. So it'll be pinned on those social media sites. Shout out to all of our sponsors in the chat. Thank y'all for everything that you do to support the Coach Smook Network. And to the AAA family, to the community, again, thank you all for doing what you all do. And with that being said, remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Roll Tide. See y'all for the post-practice report. Y'all be blessed.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live. Roll Tide only. Roll
Leandre Goto
Tide only. All